assume dairy foods would have calcium, milk, and vitamin D. I don't. The only thing I know is you do get it from the sun, but I don't know what else. Where else I would get it.
Yeah, you're right. You can. Your body will synthesize vitamin D with the help of sunlight. But because we live in an area where we don't get as much sun, and half the year, fall and winter, where our skin is covered up and not in direct contact, it's important for us to get vitamin D in our diets. Your vitamin D plays a big role in maintaining your calcium levels, your muscle function, and your blood pressure. So what I wanted to mention was that vitamin D is found in fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, tuna. I know you said you eat a lot of fish, and they are great sources of vitamin D. So do you think that do you eat those on a regular basis? Do you think you could?
I don't eat them on a regular basis, but
once a week too?
Yeah, well, those kind of fatty fishes, I'd say once a week. I eat some of the other fishes, 2 or 3 days a week.
Okay.
But if it's a matter of having those kinds a second or third day a week, that's absolutely possible.
Great.
I like them.
Great. So what I did here was I brought you in a fact sheet on vitamin D. It's just got some information on why you need it. I wrote down some of the food sources that I think would be good to fit into your diet, and I thought you could take this home. And since you said your wife does most of the cooking, you can show her and see if there's anything on there that you guys both like that you'd like to add together.
Absolutely.
So along with your vitamin D was your calcium, and your calcium wasn't too low. Your intake was about 900 milligrams, but we wanted around 1,000. So what I'm thinking is, do you drink any milk? You mentioned you have cereal sometimes, but do you drink any milk?
Other than the cereal, I don't drink it at all.
So if you could incorporate a glass of milk or so, maybe a glass of milk every couple days. You don't have to drink it every single day. That would raise your calcium level and your vitamin D level. Do you think that's a possibility?
I can do that. I have no problem with that. Can I drink skim milk though?
Oh, absolutely. Skim milk is what we would want you to have. We wouldn't want you to have the extra fat.
Okay.
So that would be perfect.
That sounds great, sure.
Very good. Great. So I think we've definitely covered those bases. Like I said, I'm not as concerned with your calcium levels as I was your vitamin D. So the vitamin D is what we're really going to focus on here for that. The next thing that I wanted to mention was some of the other vitamins and minerals that were low on your nutrient analysis that I performed. I noticed your vitamin A, your potassium, your vitamin C, vitamin E, and your vitamin K were all below what the recommended levels are. I think I have an idea as to what caused this. Are you interested in hearing what I have to say about that?
Sure.
So vitamins can be easily increased through diversifying your diet. Like for example, maybe instead of having 2 apples a day, if you had an apple and an orange a day, or an apple and a banana, it could definitely add more vitamins into your daily intake. And like instead of having 4 cups of string beans, maybe if you did 2 cups of string beans and then a cup of carrots and or a cup of peppers, that would really diversify things. By incorporating more color into your diet, you can increase your micronutrient intake. Do you think this is a possibility?
Yes, it is. I just assumed a vegetable was a vegetable. They're all the same. But if you're saying that they're different and they each give up different things, then I'll definitely make 2 vegetables at a time, and possibly even 3.
Yeah, you want to eat all the colors of the rainbow.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. And the fruits, the same thing. I just figured if you're eating one, you're eating them all. So, but I can now mix it up with a banana, an apple, orange, and an apple, or what have you.
Perfect. And you mentioned in your assessment that we discussed last week that you do a lot of steaming of your vegetables.
Sure.
So it may be easy to just, open up a couple bags of frozen and pour them in, make a big mixture, and cook it that way. Yes. That way you're really not adding too much trouble.
Yep.
Do you think that would be good?
Absolutely.
Very good.
Yep.
That's perfect. So those are two ways that you can really increase your micronutrient intake. The third thing that I wanted to talk about, one of your biggest concerns when we went over your client questionnaire was your blood lipid and your cholesterol level. That's your biggest issue with your health. Now there is nothing that I can do to make that go away, but I can absolutely try to help lessen your cholesterol levels. One thing that is an idea that I would like to propose is increasing your soluble fiber. Soluble fiber can be beneficial for your heart health by reducing LDL levels, and it prevents the absorption of cholesterol into the bloodstream. Now, you know what your LDL levels are, and you know what the cholesterol is, so I don't need to explain those for you, do I?
No.
Yeah, I assume having years of this, you're pretty well versed on those terms. So some of the foods that are specifically high in soluble fiber that can help with this is oatmeal, oat bran, kidney beans, pears, barley, and prunes. Do you think that you could try adding any of these foods to your diet?
Well, yeah. I mean, I do eat kidney beans, and a pear would have from time to time. We have a pear tree.
Oh, so you have a lot of those in season.
Yeah, in season. 1 month of the year, we have a lot of them.
Good.
As far as the prunes, I mean, we don't have them in the house regularly, and whatever with the other two items were.
Oatmeal. Do you ever have oatmeal?
My wife has it and she eats it, but I never do. It just never do. So I guess I gotta start doing it.
You can try it.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's not a sure thing, but it's something that can help to lower blood cholesterol levels. So if you're interested, that's an idea that you could absolutely try with that. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very confident, 1 being not confident at all, how do you feel that you could incorporate some of these foods into your diet?
You mean all the ones you've been talking about, or just this last group?
All the ones we've been talking about.
I mean, I'm very confident. So
Good.
8 or 9 out of 10.
Very
I don't
good.
have a problem with that.
Good. So it sounds like you're very confident and you're willing to do this. Small steps are what can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the last thing about your diet analysis that I really wanted to discuss today was your sodium intake. Your sodium intake was very high according to your analysis. The recommendation for you of your health, age, and size is about 1,500 milligrams. Your recall called back, let's see, I have it written down, 6,855 milligrams for the day. So that's about 4 times as much. What do you think? I brought a copy of your diet recall. What foods on here do you think could be contributing to this? Any ideas?
Well, the only thing I can think of is the fake meats, the tofu pups, the fake burgers I eat.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Morningstar fake vegetable breakfast sausage.
Yes, absolutely. So the tofu pups, the breakfast sausage, and even the string cheese, they're all processed.
Yeah,
so they're higher in sodium because processed foods have to have a longer shelf life. Another thing is you had 2 cans of soup.
Yeah.
Within the 24 hours. It was 2 separate days, but we did 24 hours. And the soup is very high in sodium also. So you don't have high blood pressure, so it's not something that we're concerned with. It's going to skyrocket your blood pressure. But an increase in sodium can still affect your heart, and it still affects your blood vessels. It causes the blood vessels to need more water through them